Hi, I'm Jerry Mattson. I've been teaching classes here at the Lone Star College for the All program for a number of years, and I thought it might be useful for new instructors who aren't familiar with the classrooms, or maybe someone who might be interested in teaching for us, to do a classroom orientation as to what to expect and how to use the various items in a classroom. So one of the things is, when you first come in, stop at the front desk and pick up the folder for your class. And inside the folder should be a sign-in roster for people to check their names off. Additionally, you'll have people who aren't signed in for the class but are walk-ins, and so here's the roster for them. So let me give you a quick tour, walk around the classroom here. The thing to notice is we have the screen up here on the left, and then you've got the whiteboard in case you need that, and then the media card. One thing to point out is the phone on the wall here in case you need support. If the projector doesn't work, the computer, whatever, then you pick that up and ask for OTS or classroom support. Also, the campus police. Another thing to point out, notice the clock on the wall here for you to time your class. And here's a refrigerator for free water for instructors and for students. Let's walk up here and look at the media card. This is probably what you're most interested in. So let's talk about how to use this. So come on over here and let me point out, here is the media. In other words, here's the audio-visual control panel, and this is the computer. So if you come in with a thumb drive, this is where you'll put it in right here. And you don't normally need to mess with these various channels, but here's the master volume if you have a video or something to show. Here's the keyboard. And if you can, when you log into the computer, you can either use your own student ID or use the one that's provided here. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and this is Control-Delete. There we go. And I'll just enter this in, and we'll log in. So this normally takes a minute or so for it to load everything up, so be prepared to wait for a little bit of a delay. While we're waiting, let me point out, this is an overhead projector, a close-up projector, in case you have a document, something to zoom in on. This is also useful if, for example, you wanted to demonstrate something on a tablet, a laptop, or maybe your cell phone. If you bring your own laptop, an iPad, or whatever, we have several different cables. This is an HDMI cable to plug into your laptop. This is something new, but this is a USB-C cable for any of the newer laptops. And here's a Cat5 network cable. Okay, so the computer has logged in, and we see these various icons. And this is the part where I'll take the mouse, and if you are using a thumb drive, then what you'll probably want to do is, well, we're still loading up. You'll want to open up the File Explorer and navigate to the D or the E drive, whatever the drive is where your disk is going to show up. Alternatively, if you bring your own laptop, then you'll plug the HDMI cable in and then use your own laptop for the display. But to change the display, let me point out right over here, this is the control panel that switches the channel for the displays and also turns the projector on and off. This normally goes to sleep, so if it's not already on, then just touch it and it will wake up. So now you see, here's the display power for the projector, and here's how you change the channels for the USB-C laptop, the HDMI, the document camera that I talked about, and here's the volume buttons. And I guess we have a Blu-ray if you want to, I don't know what that is. So let's go ahead and hit the display power button. Now we can back up. The projector is overhead and shows onto the screen. One thing to point out that is, if you bring your own thumb drive, the computer has the full Microsoft Office suite, so you have access to Word, Excel, and probably what is most useful to you is PowerPoint. So with that, you should be set to start your presentation, turn on the projector, teach your class. When you're done, what we want you to do is turn the projector off. I just hit the display power button, so the projector's off now. Take your thumb drive or unplug your laptop, and then come over here and look at the screen. I'm going to click on the Windows and then come up here and say sign out. I'm going to leave this on right now for the instructor coming in. So with that, when you're done with your class, let's come back to the sign-in table. So when you're done with your class, pick up the walk-in roster, pick up your sign-in roster and the folder, and take that back to the front desk, turn the lights off, and then close the door on your way out, unless there's another class behind you. And so that's it. That's a quick orientation to the classroom. I hope you'll enjoy teaching the classes for us. We sure do appreciate it. And if you haven't before, you can see how easy it is to function in the classroom. So thanks, and we'll see you around the campus. So this is room 214, our computer lab that has all these various computers in it. So here's the sign-in roster table in the back, and you can see all the various computers that we have in here. This is a little bit different orientation since the projector is in the middle of the room and the screen is in the center. And then the media cart is up here on the right. So if you need to teach a class using computers, this is what it looks like.